All right, so we're back on Chickamauga this morning. It's gonna be our practice video, so we'll get really in depth into what we're doing today. We're just putting around Harrison Bay Marina right now, starting out Alabama rig, probably 2.5 pounder. So that's a good sign based on last weekend. We'll kind of tell you what worked last weekend, what worked this weekend, what we're expecting to do well, what we've been catching some on. That's another Alabama rig fish, but yeah, should be a fun day. It's gonna be sunny, about 50 degrees. I think we're gonna catch some. That's a whale. I'd really started getting stressed. That's like, oh my gosh. Tickled to death. How's that to start your morning? Well, that was freaking awesome. That was so cool. All right, so like I mentioned, this is gonna be the practice video for the BFL. First one of the year. It's on January 30th here at Chick. And this will be the second day of practice that I'll have for it, and the last one. It's Saturday, the weekend before. I came down Saturday 7 days ago, 2 weeks before, and the only way that we really got bit was fishing them in these marinas. And I'll show you just the Alabama rig setup. I know everybody throws them the same, and it probably doesn't matter. But one of the things I said I was going to do this year is do a better job of breaking down everything that I'm catching them on and what I'm doing, just so anybody that's coming down, maybe it'll help you get an idea of what's going on and what you can try. This is a Picasso Alabama rig. This is an old one. I don't know if you can buy this exact one anymore, but what I like about it is the fact that I've got the gold blades on it instead of the silver, just because it's different. You can get on Tackle Warehouse and a lot of the silver ones are sold out, but none of the gold ones are. So I'm a fan of the gold blades. The swim baits are little just Rage swimmers. This is the Pro Blue Red Flake. And what happened last weekend was I was missing a lot of fish, hitting the dummies, and then once I went and dip and glowed the tails of my 3 hooked ones, I went from missing 5 and catching 3 to missing 1 and catching 8. So that's helped a lot. Rage swimmers. I had a spark shad, a Megabass spark shad in the middle last weekend in the videos you're about to see, because that's the only swim bait I had left. I was out of Rage swimmers, but that's what we caught all the fish doing, fishing marinas. Now today, the week before, I wanted to check the marina thing in the morning and just see if I could catch them in every one, or if I just found a few good ones the last weekend. And I'm down on the way low end, farther than I've ever been, and the only time that I'm getting bit is as soon as I'm starting to see activity, whether it's white bass or bait or bass on the Panoptix. We'll catch some, but just not nearly the activity in these marinas as there have been. So what we're about to do is run around and try to find some other ways to catch them. I've only got 3 or 4 areas where I think I can catch them doing different things, whether it's cranking or trapping, and I'm about to run into this duck, but that's okay. No, it's not. Hang on just a second. If I just bumped it, it'd be okay. But then I realized I wasn't going to bump the dock, I was going to bump up the sailboat. So anyways, that's the plan. Try to catch them doing something else, to where I've got a little bit of a backup plan. I really think I could fish marinas all day and get bit, but I gotta find some other things to do. Oh, one other thing is that the heads, these are new. I haven't used these heads a lot before, but I've started to like them a lot. They're just 1/8 ounce Demiki Panda heads, so they're working pretty well. I hadn't had any bend out or have anything weird happen with them yet, so I'm a fan. All right, we're gonna go find some. So didn't have it on yet. Got a decent little one to start. Not too shabby. All right, you want this? Take it. I don't care to catch. It's a healthy one. They're so short, but like that's probably a 2.5, 2 3/4.
Yeah, that's a good fish.
What? He's not that much bigger than that. Dang. Oh, that's a good one. Look at him.
Yeah, you want me to swing him?
I ain't gonna swing him.
That is a good one.
Oh my gosh.
That's a good one. son.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's so fun.
6.
No. Well, I didn't have them hooked, but just hard, barely. That's bigger than,
That's a good
that's
one.
bigger than the one I caught yesterday.
Nice.
Heck yeah, dude. Oh. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning, 5-pounder. Good morning to you. Oh my gosh. Watch out, watch out. No, really. He's not any bigger than the other one, but dude, his head,
His head is huge.
when I saw him, his head looked freaking massive. Oh my gosh.
That thing.
That's
Look
another,
how fast that thing is.
yeah,
Oh my gosh.
that's another dandy. We're getting onto something with this marina deal. I mean, I think it's just a matter of being around a lot of fish
Yeah.
and a lot of activity.
Oh,
All right, midday update. We quit doing what was working, which is probably annoying to my partner. The marine thing worked really, really well. I went back to where I caught those spots last night, caught 3 really quick, missed another one on the Alabama rig. One of them was over 5, and went to another marina, caught another one over 5. It was probably closer to 6, and now we haven't been back to marina since. We're gonna check some later in the day. Now that the sun's up, it's about 11:30 now. I haven't caught a single fish doing anything else. I'm trying to do a bunch of different stuff to have other things to go to. Right now it ain't happening. So we gotta figure out how to make it happen. They are pulling water, which should be a good thing, but it hadn't mattered yet. So we gotta figure out what's going on. That's your update. So far, Alabama rig 4, every other bait in the boat, nothing. Which is not fun, but it's effective.
Uh-oh. You got a brain hook. Maybe. It feels pretty similar. This one honestly probably feels a little bit bigger. Nicely done.
I'm gonna go over everything that I've caught a fish on the last 2 weekends down here and what we've been doing, and hopefully some of this is gonna pan out for a tournament. Like always, some of it will, some of it won't. So number 1, it's a Mega Bass 110 plus 1. It's just and I couldn't tell you the color. They've got so many, I get them confused all the time. But caught a couple on a jerk bait, not a whole lot. Where I've caught them on a jerk bait, it's also where I've caught them on an Alabama rig. I showed you that earlier. And where I've caught them on a little swim bait, just a little 3-inch swim bait. This is just a Bass Pro Speed Shad. And I've been throwing it on a 1/4 ounce head, but we broke one off and I just grabbed an 1/8 and tied it on. Didn't help. But dipped that tail too, just like we was dipping them with the Alabama rigs. The cranking stuff that I caught them on last weekend, the ones that we did, a DT4. I don't know what you want to call that color. It's just like the old school yellow brown back. Caught some on I ended up catching a couple on a trap last week. I don't think I got them on video. It's a red-eye shad. It was not a red one, it was a black and chrome one. And then caught some on a DT10. DT10 is the only other thing we caught them cranking at. And that kind of stuff, it's not the bars. It's not the bars that everybody and their brother's fishing. And I know guys that are catching them on the bars, and I'm not catching them on the bars at all. The big, long mud, main lake stuff, it's got a little bit of stumps and shell on it. I know guys that have come down here and caught 20, 30 a day throwing a little swim bait, crankbait, on that kind of stuff, but I can't do it to save my life. So my game plan going into next weekend is to do what I've got the most confidence in, which is getting those marinas in the morning and throw an Alabama rig, which I hate that because I hate throwing an Alabama rig. I don't like it at all. But anywhere, when I start marking a bunch of stripes or a bunch of bluegill, as long as I'm marking a bunch of bait, I've been catching fish. But if I'm out on the bars, or if I'm fishing some main lake points, humps, and my graph isn't lit up the whole time, I'm not around anything I'm not getting bit. So I gotta put myself around fish, bait fish, other fish. Bass are gonna be there, and I just gotta catch them. And then if my co-angler shows up and he's got the dadgum secret honey hole, then we're gonna run to him in a heartbeat. Because the big thing for me is if I can fish my main 2 marinas where I've been getting the most bites at and seeing the most activity, if I can fish those and get at least 3 or 4 solid fish in the boat, then I'll be content to strap on a big swim bait and a jig and go foot bluffs all day. Because that's the one thing that I haven't done as much as I would have liked to and should have, but it's something that I've got a lot of confidence in, and if nothing else is working, it's nothing for me. I'll just go foot bluffs the rest of the day. So that's my thought process. That's how I'm gonna approach it. We'll see if it works or if it doesn't. If you're watching this within the first 8 hours this is posted, then I'm fishing right now. So you want to say a prayer that I've got a few good bites today and put them in the boat, that would be phenomenal. But anyways, thanks for watching the channel. Thanks for watching the video. And subscribe for more. We've got them coming all the time. We're growing. We appreciate everybody that's watching them. And, oh, you can go, there's a link in this description. You can go to our new Shopify store and buy the logo on a long sleeve t-shirt and a hat, leather patch hat, that looks just like this. We would sure appreciate it. Keeps us fishing. All right, have a phenomenal day. We're gonna go eat Cracker Barrel. It's stupid, but I'm stupid, so I gotta.
It works.